Yo, hey, what's up, guys? Let's talk about Freeze and Fire Knight hard mode. It is actually working in some sense. Like to stage 6, I could probably make stage 10 somehow working. Like if I go all out, and yeah, but is it worth on the end? I don't think so, and this is more of a video why Freeze is like really bad. Maybe you kind of know that people said like it is bad, but you never saw like why. So I pulled two of those amazing Freeze champions. They are like literally, I think, the best because they have Freeze 3 times with like a decent chance. Like I think like the best chance beside Jakar. And they do have like increased speed with turn meter increase. So you could make a comp really work with him. Like I got him 2 times. So actually to be really quick is possible with them. Like I have 2 of them and it is really possible. And that one here is really good too, because you can just do 2 times and then you freeze. And of course Jakar will be in there to get the decreased speed and wait, where is it? Decrease speed in there and the freeze for 100%, and then we will go like do his randomized freeze skill. And let's go into it. I'm gonna show you why it is actually bad. Like the whole dungeon right now will never take a turn, and at this point please don't like judge me because of the damage I do right now. The champions are literally not completely maxed out. Like they have no masteries, they don't have even levels or anything like that. So the run will be like really long here, but you can probably go for a minute for like each wave and that would be okay. And yeah, it will take a long time right here, but they actually never take a turn. So that's actually great. So you don't have to build for your tankiness, for your stuff. So on stage 6 you could work it like that. My champions are really quick right now. Like my Fatman is like over 300 and the rest of them are like 250 to 280-ish. So they are really quick for stage 6. I promise you can make it work with lower speeds, because we do have increased speeds, increased turn meter. We can figure out a rotation which is like really safe. But on the end I will show you like one situation at the boss which is like unavoidable on higher stages or with 2 slow speeds. And that's like mandatory in this game, in this dungeon, because if you don't hit it, you die. Because you don't have defense, you don't have tankiness at all, you will just die because the boss takes a turn and you die. I tried a Valkyrie, and if you just use a Valkyrie and put the shield on you, with those kind of teams, the boss takes a turn, you die. Or at least 2 or 3 champions of yours die. So that's not an option too. So you actually go for 2 ally attacks and the boss never takes a turn. That's the goal. That's everyone's goal if you do that dungeon right here. You could use 2 Gories instead of those new epics, but they don't give like a turn meter increase, a speed up, and so it's a little bit harder to get the rotation done to be really quick. But it could be possible for like stage 6 here. It's okay. But on higher stages the speeds are like more insane, so yeah. And right here I think I'm gonna skip to the second, like after we killed the second wave, and I'm gonna be like there when the boss is starting, so I can actually show you the phase where it's like really important. So see you in a bit. So we almost killed the second wave, and like I said, please don't judge me, the runs are like insanely long. But actually that's kind of okay on the boss, because if it takes longer you can actually see if it's stable or not. On stage 6 everything is okay, nothing to worry about. I could actually make the team here like damage based and yeah, just masteries like War Master and stuff, and they could all go a little bit quicker, and I guess like a 5, 6, 7, 8 minute run, something like that. But we will enter a crucial part in a second. And when the stupid mob is finally dead. Come on. And another thing, don't Farrakhan, if you use one, don't actually use his burn and poison on the boss, because yeah, you overfill the bar, and if you have 10 debuffs you actually cannot place freeze anymore, so look out for that. So we are on stage 6 right now, and let's imagine we are on stage 10. I reached the boss on stage 10 easily, because I can just refreeze even the Riho over and over and you are good. But then you enter the boss and the setup is like 2 ally attackers and then freeze. Of course, that's what we're aiming for. So you go in, you make 1 ally attack just to get the shield broken. And right now, like, the turn meter bar is like on the 3/4. If we are on stage 10, the turn meter bar is already kind of full already. In that case, my Fatman is over 300. So keep that in mind. And here we will just go for an attack. He will increase our turn meter. And we do an ally attack right here. And that's kind of the crucial part. Just imagine stage 10. We have like, I think 3 more shield thingies. And then, so the turn meter bar should be full already. So at this point we want some freezes to land, or the turn meter bar is literally really full. So that's what we're gonna do right now. On this stage we got 1 freeze. 1, that's 15%. So Jakar goes in, places the decreased speed. The turn meter bar just didn't even move because he took a tick and it went up. So at this point, Farrakhan is the next. On stage 10, the turn meter bar is already full. That's like, you have a little bit space. You do 1 attack, and that's the awkward RNG phase, what I'm calling it. Because at this point, like I said, the turn meter bar is full. You cannot even see it, and you will place freezes. But the turn meter bar is like overfilled. Even if you place freezes, you cannot even see the turn meter bar going down a little bit. So we are on the next champion. Still awkward RNG phase. Even if we have like a 4-to-1 ratio on this boss, like every champion goes 4 times before the boss actually take 1 time. But you're always stuck in this awkward like RNG phase here. So we're gonna, of course, here it is working because the speed is so low and everything is good. So we got a couple freezes, and at this point I can just press the auto and we break through that RNG phase. But on stage 10, you actually have to kind of place every freeze at that situation to get it done, kind of. On the end, you are still in this kind of awkward RNG phase because the whole fight you're just counting on freezes, and they're not 100% on each champion. We have like 2 Gories. Maybe that would be nice for some reason, but you cannot go fast because you have no increased speed, no nothing. Like in that kind of setup where I have 2 ally attackers, a Chakal and those 2 Gories or those 2 new epics. On the end, you're already in those phase, the turn meter bar is full, and you need to decrease this all the way to the bottom. But then, if you have 2 Gories, you actually need to take 3 turns on them to actually decrease the turn meter bar again. In this case, I have 2 A1 hitters. They actually have a decent chance, like the best chance in the game. I think right here, that's the best team you can do with freezes right now. Maybe the Krila could be someone else, like a Cardio, like ally attacker. That would be like awesome. I don't have one, but I use her just for like explaining. At this point, we are good. The whole dungeon never took a turn. You can probably go from 5 to 6, 7 minutes, but on the end, is it worth it? Not really, because okay, it's kind of worth on stage 6, but if you aim for stage 10, it is nice. This team right here will take forever on stage 7. Okay, maybe not if I put like full damage sets on my champions. I have no idea, but like this right now, it takes forever on stage 7 because like Fatman does not land his poison. On stage 9 it takes forever. On stage 8 it does not even work because it's wrong affinity. So you gotta aim for stage 6 with those 2 epics. I think Gory is the same affinity, so it is the same for him. So you're kind of stuck in stage 6 or stage 10. And stage 10 is like really hard. Like, okay, maybe you can farm stage 7, stage 9 with when you have like damage sets, and that it's okay, but it's even harder than here. And it's kind of, if I miss some freezes on the beginning, it's just failing. just literally it. And if you aim for stage 9, I don't think it's just working forever, like 100% or like a 90% win rate. On the end, you're always stuck like to a 50-50 or so. And you have to use probably your best gear on your account, like not maybe the best, but really good ones. And you don't want to just put your freeze champions in it, because that's like, they have no other area in the game. But right now I have no idea how that champion is, the name is, but I took those 2 new epics. We will get those Sylvan Rogers like in a couple weeks or so, and yeah, there are in that what's it called? And there are Sylvan Rogers. And so I took him anyway, because they will be big carries for my faction wars. So on the end, it was not like I lost something, but I built them just to maybe try, but it didn't work so good, and I was not like full passionate about it. Go in, take my best gear, make a rotation, and then on the end I will see just that one moment in time, you will just try to get it down, and then the RNG comes in, and then you see a resist. You have like 400 accuracy, and you got 3% it, and you're like, oh come on. Or you just attack and you don't see any freezes. Like, yeah, nice. So on the end, it is not worth it. Just don't do it. Just don't even try. If you aim for a comp like I do right here, that's okay. That's like the best stage you probably can do with freeze champions, even if you have the best setup and probably the best speed. Maybe if you have 400 speed on each champion. I'm maybe wrong. You have to prove it that it's actually working, but I'm not gonna do it, and you shouldn't do it too. And I'm not gonna even finish that run. It's gonna take like 25 minutes or so. And yeah, I hope I see you the next one. That's why freeze comps in the game are bad, and yeah, have a nice day.